the Rams up 2-0. As we said, 2 minutes later, or less than a minute later, it was number 3, Maddie Keister, the leading scorer for the Oakton Knights, making it this one-goal game. We are at the half. The Rams leading 2-1 here at Haverling. Just a reminder, we got a lot more action coming your way next week. It's Monday night. We'll be back. The girls will be back in action right here at the same place here on the turf field at Haverling. They're going to take on the Perry Yellow Jackets. That will be another rematch. The Rams traveled up to Perry earlier this season, came away with a 7-0 victory against Perry. We'll have that game for you 6:30 Monday night on the 26th. Tuesday, it wasn't on the original schedule, but we lost a couple games early on for the boys. We've got it now. It's going to be the Haverling boys back in action, coming off that impressive 2-0 victory last night over the Livonia Bulldogs. They're going to be back in action at the Rock. They take on the Letchworth Warsaw United team. That too will be a 6:30 kickoff. On Wednesday, the girls are back in action. This time they travel to Dansville. They're going to be at Clement Field, the football field there in Dansville. They take on the Dansville Mustangs. That one's going to be a little bit earlier. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff in Dansville. And then at the end of the week, the girls play Friday. We'll have it here again. And the boys are back in action against Wayland Cohocton next Saturday, Halloween night. It'll be a trick or treat for the Rams next Saturday at the Rock again against Wayland Cohocton. We'll have all 5 of those matchups for you this coming week. Before that, we got 40 minutes of action here this morning. The great game here at the turf field at the stadium here in Haverling. The Rams up 2-0 at halftime. Of the Rams, the 2 freshmen leading scorers, they haven't disappointed today. It was both of them scoring. First it was Keegan Smith getting her 6th goal of the season, and then next it was Ella Yardom. She was able to find the back of the net, and that was her 12th goal of the season. Leading scorer for Maddie Keister for LeRoy. She was able to pull them back to within 1. Her 7th goal of the season. That's where we stand here, 2-1 here at the half. Both ends really doing a nice job defensively as well. I know it looks like Coach Ordway knows how good Keister is. As we said, she's got now 7 goals, 6 assists on the season. She's playing out of the midfield. And Coach Ordway has done a nice job pulling Sydney Burns. Morgan graduated a couple years ago. It's Sydney now playing here. She's a junior. Ordway is really just having Burns just kind of shadow Keister all over the field. Burns usually plays at an outside back, marking up an attacker. But with Keister, probably one of the best players for LeRoy, coming back into the midfield. It's Burns doing a nice job on her. She did get the goal, but that was on a direct kick. Not much Burns could do, but whenever Keister sees the ball, Burns is there to harass her and make her give it up, and I think that's what Coach Ordway is wanting to do. So again, we're expecting more excitement here in the second half. The Rams still leading 2-1. With that, we're going to send it back for another short break from our sponsors. We'll be back with second half action here between the Rams and the Oakton Knights. A little bit, yeah. Right to left here from the press box. The Rams, they're in their royal blue with white trim and white numbers. They're attacking left to right. It is Keister now getting the ball off the kickoff, trying to play the ball forward. Number 12 down this left-hand side. Megan Rinker trying to get on the end of it, going to go into the box, and Wheeler's going to watch it go out of bounds for a goal kick for the Rams. At the half, we talked a little bit about the defense and giving up, 2 goals and for LeRoy, 1 goal for the Rams. You wouldn't think that's great defense, but certainly we talked about Burns kind of shadowing Keister. The goalkeeper, Biggins, really has come up big, so to speak, for LeRoy. A couple of dangerous balls played in from the outside into the center, and Biggins has been all over those. The 2 shots that went in, really, she had no chance at. And but everything else that's been anywhere near her, she's been able to pull them in, not give up rebounds, and doing a great job keeping this game close for LeRoy. The Rams now going to have the throw here right underneath us in the press box. Tchaikovsky's going to leave it for Enders. Enders going to take the throw here right at midfield for the Rams, looking for Yardom, looking for Smith down the side. Going to come down to the chest of number 6, that's Dombra for LeRoy. Smith now's got it. She's looking, turning into the middle. She's got it on her left, trying to play it through to Dixon, taken away there by Keister. Keister now up and over to the far side, headed nicely by Thorpe, down to the head of Dixon. Dixon turns quickly, tries to find Tchaikovsky, can't quite get it to her. Dunbar now playing it forward, trying to find number 12. That's Rinker down the left-hand side. Rams take it away. Enders trying to play it forward, finds Smith. Smith's got one on her back, looking to turn, lines it off to Enders again, and LeRoy going to knock it out of bounds. And it's going to be a Haverling throw again here, right at midfield. It's going to be Tchaikovsky taking that throw. Enders getting up, holding her shoulder a little bit. She and Rinker really kind of going at it. Enders went down hard, and she looks to be okay. It's Yardom now trying to get to the right-hand side. Loses possession. Number 2 takes it away there. It's Tresco in the center of the field. It's Keister now tracking back, laying it all the way back. As we said, there's Burns right on her back, forcing her to go backwards, not able to turn and play the ball forward. Ball comes out on the far sideline. Going to be the Rams playing the ball out on that sideline. Going to be a throw in quickly for LeRoy. Again, this time it was Creeley knocking it out. They're working their way up almost to midfield now, are the Lockton Knights on that far sideline. Throw in for LeRoy, as we said, just about midfield now, out of their defensive end. Looks like Condodorio making a quick run past Creeley down the right-hand side. She's still got some space. Rusak now, it's Creeley able to slow her down finally. Rusak just making sure if she does get around, she doesn't have any options. Lays it back now, about the 18, back played into the box. Cleared away there by Rusak, up to backheaded by Yardom. Now gets past the back defender. Yardom trying to track it down again. Lays the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Biggins comes out of her box, plays the ball forward. Nice job, nice read there before Yardom was able to get to it. Now to Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky springs, that's Smith into the box. She's got one to beat on her left shoulder. Looking to cross it, keeps it in. On her left foot now, plays it far post, right off the chest of the defender, right in front of the goal. That defender's still bent over now. Hit her hard, but she was able to keep the ball from going in the goal. Certainly taking one for the team there, and she is finally able to get up and now back with the defense. Still, Rams maintain possession. It's Burns now, a little bit of space in front. She finds Smith. Smith turns up. She's about 20 yards out. Lays the ball through to Yardom. Yardom bringing it to her right, bouncing a little bit too high, goes up and over. Nice patience there by Smith for something to develop. She did find Yardom. Yardom played it from her left back to her right. The ball was bouncing a little bit, and she got it on its way up, cleared it up over the goal, and it's going to be a goal kick for LeRoy. Again, it was patience there that created that opportunity. Dixon made a nice run to create some space. That created space for Yardom to get the ball, but the first touch kind of popped it up in the air and out of bounds. LeRoy now trying to possess it. It is Amara Condodorio looking to turn. She plays the ball back right to the foot of Dixon. Keister trying to track back with Dixon. She plays the ball wide on that far sideline. Now, I believe that's Abby Speece on the far side trying to track that down, and it's going to go out of bounds and a throw in for LeRoy. Can't quite get the number. The hair's in the... No, it's 4. It's Reagan Faulkner that ball went past. Her hair is covering her number on that far sideline. She did turn, so I was able to catch it as the hair got out of the way. Out of bounds again now for a throw in deep in their defensive end now for LeRoy. High school sports on AM 1380 WABH. FM 100.3 is brought to you by Pizza D's. Pizza, wings, subs, calzones, salads, and more at 31 Liberty Street. Call 622-4200 for pizza delivered. Fagan's Funeral Home, 4 generations. We've provided compassionate, caring, dependable service when you need it most at a most difficult time. And R&D Outdoor Solutions, Bath Steel Equipment Store featuring power saws, lawn trimmers, and leaf blowers on East William Street in Bath. Ball now on that far sideline again. LeRoy moving up a little bit each time. Another throw in. Now to about the top of their defending third now. Comes into the chest of Keister. She tries to play it down. There's Burns again, forcing her to go backwards. Ball bouncing forward. This time it's Creeley battling. It's Amara Condodorio trying to turn. Plays the ball off the foot of Creeley. Now they're right at midfield for LeRoy on the throw in on that far sideline. About 6 minutes into the second half here, still where we're at halftime. The Rams leading 2-1 over LeRoy. That header won by Smith. Plays the ball forward. Going to be Faulkner trying to turn. She can't. Going to go out of bounds again. Up and over now, over the head of Creeley. It's Condodorio going down the right-hand side. She's got some space. Looks to cross off the near post, out of bounds into the side netting. And the Rams now going to take the goal kick. Going to be Maya Rusak coming all the way across the goal. Going to take that on this near side for the Rams. Condodorio doing a nice job. That was Bella Condodorio going down the right-hand side. Tried to get around the end, tried to cross it, but off the end line and out of bounds for a Rams goal kick. That ball won by LeRoy. Number 1, Emily Scott winning it. Now it's Keister and Burns battling, still battling. It's Burns going to come away with it, but the foul called on Burns. A little bit too aggressive with the hands. Going to go down. Keister goes down, and it's going to be 30 yards out now from this near sideline. The Rams holding them out about 15 yards away from goal. Keister looking to put this one back in play. It goes into the box, right in the center of the park. Cleared out there by Creeley. Now it's to Yardom, back to Dixon. Dixon's got a little bit of space. She's got Chakowski going down the right-hand side. She's on sides. It played up and over. It's going to be Biggins coming out off her line and to the top of the box, pulls it in. A little bit too direct there from Dixon. Chakowski tried to get on the end of it, but it was out right into the hands of Biggins. Ball bouncing around in the midfield now. It's Keister. Burns is on her. Keister plays the ball down the left-hand side, looking for Lucky. Defended nicely there by Thorpe. Kelsey Thorpe doing a nice job, not letting Lucky, their second leading scorer, get that ball. Plays it out of bounds, and it's going to be number 1 stepping up, Emily Scott, for the throw-in for LeRoy. That ball comes in, defended this time by Creeley. She's got Condodorio on her, plays the ball off the foot of Condodorio. It's going to be a Rams throw now on this near sideline, right in front of the LeRoy bench, as Chakowski goes to pick it up and take the throw for the Rams. As we said, a little bit of back and forth. It's been all day long. The second half has been no different than the first half. The Rams have had their chances. LeRoy's had their chances. And now the Rams going to look to mount a counterattack here for the throw-in right in front of the LeRoy bench. Up and over, out of bounds again, off the head of LeRoy player. And the Rams now about midfield. It's going to be Chakowski again taking this throw right at midfield for the Rams. Comes down to the foot of Yardom. Yardom's got her left foot. She's trying to go across the middle of the field, looking for Dixon. Can't quite connect. Headed out this time by Enders. Enders still back on the ball. Keister now gets around Burns. The one time she has, Burns tracking back, trying to catch her. Thorpe doing a good job driving her to the outside. Burns now back in front. She's on this left-hand side outside the box. Burns still maintaining possession. Keister gets across into the box. It bounces out to the 18. Smith tracking back. Now it's to the foot of Lucky. She's in the box. Cleared away by the Rams. Still not out of danger. This ball laid back to number 5. Benware. Benware gets a shot off. Going to go out of bounds off the end line for a goal kick for the Rams. Good run there by Keister down the left-hand side. As we said, one of the few times she's been able to get around Burns, but Burns had a defender back there. It was Thorpe doing a nice job forcing Keister to the outside, giving Burns a chance to recover, and she did a nice job getting back. Keister still got the cross in, and the Rams able to clear it out. That header won by Keister again. Throw in now for LeRoy on this near sideline. It's number 1, Scott, getting the ball into the foot of Lucky. She lays the ball back to Condodorio. Condodorio down into the middle, cleared out by Enders, finally cleared by the Rams by Dixon. Up and over midfield. It's Yardom tracking back with number 2, Kaylin Tresco. Yardom and Tresco battle, and Tresco goes down, and a push going to be called on Yardom. Going to be a direct kick coming out of the defensive end for the LeRoy Lockton Knights. Good pressure here early on by LeRoy, trying to find that equalizer. They're down by a score of 2-1, but they've got the pressure on, trying to find that equalizer here in the second half. About 10 minutes into the second half now. It's the Rams 2, LeRoy 1. Direct kick now out of the defensive end for LeRoy. Up and over. Header won by Smith, trying to find Yardom. Yardom tries to bring it down to her foot, knocked away by LeRoy. All the way back again. This time it's Amara Condodorio laying the ball back into the midfield. It's Chikowski, lays it off to Smith. She's got a defender in front of her. She's still maintaining possession. She's going to go long. Finds the foot of Chikowski again. She's looking to turn. Yardom was offsides, got back onsides, but the ball came to her feet a little bit too hard. Now Sturmo battling on that sideline. Taken away by Smith. She plays the ball up and in. It's Dixon trying to get into the box, trying to keep it on the field. She does, all the way on this near post. She's got a little bit of room. She's trying to beat one on the end line. Gets it to her left foot, gets a shot up, punch save, and it's off the post, still in front of the goal. Finally, it's Biggins up in the air trying to get it. Great ball in there by Dixon. Biggins deflected it. It went to the head of Chikowski. Chikowski got the head on it, off the crossbar, and back into the hands of Biggins. Best chance of the half there for the Rams. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. Biggins coming up big again for LeRoy. Going down the right-hand side now, it's Condodorio. It's Bella getting on the end line, looks to cross, and again, this one bounces off the near post, back into play, and it's Creeley able to knock that one free. That was dangerous too for the Rams. It looked like Wheeler maybe thought that was going out of bounds. She let it hit the post. It bounded right back in front of the goal. Unfortunately, Creeley was there to clean it up, knock it out of bounds, and give the throw in to LeRoy on that far sideline. We expected it. A lot of exciting play here, back and forth. The Rams just off the crossbar. Best chance of the second half. LeRoy has been pounding on the Rams' door, not able to find the back of the net. The Rams' defense shutting them down here so far in the second half. Throw-in comes in to the foot of number 5. That's Benware going down the right-hand side. Smith going to just shield the ball out of bounds and take another goal kick for the Rams. It is going to be Maya Rusak taking that goal kick. As we said, a whole lot of back-and-forth action. Good chances by both teams here in the second half. The best one of the afternoon that hasn't found the back of the net was the Rams off the crossbar just a minute ago. That ball comes out. Sturmo lays it off to Smith. She gets it up and over. Looks like Yardom was onside. She's out in front of the defender. She's at the 18. Gets a shot up and over the goal, off the football crossbar, and back onto the field. It's going to be a goal kick for LeRoy. Good ball there by Smith. Thought maybe Yardom was maybe a step offside, but when the ball was played, she was even. She got behind that defense. Pressure was behind her. She got the shot off about the 18, and as we said, over the goal, hit the crossbar from the football goalpost, and back onto the field. Goal kick played out now. Won by the Rams. Burns able to keep it on. She finds Chikowski in the box. She's got some space. She shoots right at the chest of Biggins, and Biggins now looking to distribute with a punch. She's getting it out quick. Now she's going to hold on, see what she's got, and distribute to one of her players at the midfield. Nice punt to about midfield. Creeley doing a nice job defending on Bella Condodorio. They're still at midfield, still both on the ball. Now it's Smith checking back, and foul's going to be called on Smith. Her arm came up. Condodorio went down, and a foul right at midfield. Going to be a direct kick for LeRoy. And the official now coming in, and not sure, I guess it was a foul called on LeRoy. It's going to be a direct kick for the Rams. Must have been a hold before maybe before the push, I don't know. But and the official now talking to a couple of LeRoy players, just trying to settle them down. I don't think they like that call, but the Rams now going to put it back in play at midfield. It's Rusak up and over, headed straight up in the air by Keister. Second one won by Burns into the box. One hop into the arms of Biggins, and Biggins now looking to distribute again. And Biggins holding up, looking to see what she's got. A nice punt straight up in the air into the center circle. It's Burns battling with Keister again. Keister off the back head. Bella Condodorio trying to keep it in on the far sideline. Can't do it. And the Rams going to have a throw right at midfield on the far sideline here at the Turf Stadium on the campus of Haverling Central School. The Rams leading 2-1 over LeRoy. Out of bounds again on the far sideline. The Rams now in their attacking end. It's going to be the Rams putting the throw in on that side, going to leave it for Dixon. Dixon trying to find the foot of Smith. It bounces once. She's able to trap it down and tried to keep it in, find the yard. It did go out of bounds, and LeRoy now going to have a throw out of their defensive third. A little bit of back and forth action here in the midfield now. Nobody really trying to break through or able to break through these last few minutes. Ball laid all the way back to Rusak now. She tries to play it out with her left. Off the outside of her foot, going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw for LeRoy now, right about midfield on that far sideline. Unofficial stats here in the second half, the Rams leading in shots by 16-10 margin. Saves, it's Biggins coming up with 9 big saves, and the Rams with 5, Carly Wheeler for 5. Quarter kicks just about even, 2 for LeRoy and just 1 for the Rams here. But almost halfway through the second half now, the Rams still up 2-1 where it really matters on the scoreboard. 2-1 lead over LeRoy. Sub back in, it's going to be Faulkner back in for Coach Ordway and the Rams. And it's going to be a throw-in now on that far sideline for the Rams. Going down the sideline to the foot of one of the LeRoy players. Back up now, up and over. Creeley all the way down over midfield all the way down into the box, and Biggins coming out off her line to the top of the box, able to pull that one in. No Ram really trying to make a run there. Rams really just trying to clear it out, give themselves a little bit of breathing room. That ball bounces down, hops once up into the arms of Keegan Smith, and it's going to be a handball and a direct kick right at midfield now. Keister checking back to take this, driving it hard, trying to find the foot of Lucky. She does, but Thorpe's right on Lucky's back. Lucky does turn. Thorpe's still there. Tries to lay it square, taken away this time by Dixon. Dixon finds some space in front to Smith. Smith, a little bit too much pace on that ball. Yardim's fast, but not quite that fast on this turf. And right into the hands of Biggins. Good idea there by Smith. Just a little bit too much pace on it to get it past the defender. And now it's Tchaikovsky trying to find Yardim up front. Bounces back to Dixon. Dixon finds it. She plays Yardim down into the left-hand corner. Again, too much pace on that ball. Going to go out of bounds. And going to be a goal kick for LeRoy here. About 22 minutes to go here in the second half. And it's the Rams still leading by a score of 2-1. Must have been an offsides call there as the ball was played out in front. Did go off the end line, but they're going to take the kick from about 30 yards out in front of the goal, about where Yardim had made her run, but the ball was well out of bounds in front of her, and it was an offsides call. LeRoy now set to take the kick. Bounces once into the midfield. Keister got Burns on her back. She's able to bring it down and possess it down to her foot. She tries to turn. Burns still there with her. Keister tries to play the ball through, knocked down there by Dixon to the foot of Smith. Smith, nice move to get around a midfielder. Lays the ball down the left-hand side, looking for Faulkner. Can't quite get on the end of it, out of bounds. And another throw in for LeRoy. Data for today's high school broadcast is brought to you by the Senka Agency. Data has shown that the Senka Agency can save your money on your auto and home insurance bundle. See John Senka on Washington Street in Bath. A sub now coming on for LeRoy. Throw in for them on the far sideline out of their defensive end. Header won by Smith. Trying to find Yardim. Can't quite get it there. Taken away this time by Dixon with the ball up and over. She's trying to find Faulkner out in front. Dixon still battling down that left-hand side. Still battling with two Knights this time. Finally going to go off the foot of LeRoy player, and the Rams going to have a throw in just at the top of their attacking third. The Rams now going to be Faulkner with the throw in. looking for Burns, finds the foot of Burns. She's got Keister on her back. Tries to get around Keister. Keister just slowing her down, makes her turn, plays the ball down the left-hand side now, looking for Faulkner. She finds her. Going to go out of bounds, though, off of LeRoy. Quick throw in from Faulkner to Smith. Smith's got a defender on her, going to go out of bounds again. Rams just can't get around that defense on that far sideline. They'll take the throw in, though, trying to maintain possession. Now it's going to be Yardom going over to help, give them another option for that throw in on that sideline. Dixon trying to make a run into the box. It comes to her at her chest. Nice move to get around two defenders. The third one she couldn't quite get around. A little bit of a push in the back there by Dixon, and it's going to be a direct kick coming out for LeRoy here. Almost just over halfway through the second half. LeRoy now with a direct kick coming out of their own end. Ball up and over. Header won by Smith. Bounces down to Yardom. She traps it down. She turns. She's taking on, plays the ball into Smith. Smith's into the box. One defender on her. Lays it off to Chakowski. Chakowski off the near post. It rebounds right back to her. She can't quite get there. Great shot. Great build up there. Shot off the near post from Chakowski. And as we said, it bounded right back past her. Her momentum was going forward, and it bounced back behind her. Great ball from Yardom to Smith. Chakowski got the square off the post. That's the third time today that the Rams have hit the post or the crossbar, but they're still leading 2-1 here. Just under halfway through the second half. Both teams coming to the sideline for their mask break. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors. We'll be back with the rest of the action. Here on the campus of Haverling Central School. We are coming back from the mask break. 19 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in regulation. The Rams still up by a score of 2-0 or 2-1 over the LeRoy Olocton Knights. The Rams with a throw in here right on the near sideline, about midfield, headed up and over to Smith. She tries to get it past. She does now get past the last defender. She's got one more to beat. And defended out nicely there by LeRoy. They're looking for Keister now. She's in the middle of the field. It's Dixon trying to track back. Double team now by Burns recovering. Keister still maintaining possession. Turning, playing the ball forward off the chest of Thorpe. Lays the ball back to Burns. It's Smith trying to flick it on. She does down the left-hand side, looking for Faulkner. Faulkner battling on that side. She's able to win it. She's got one to beat. It's number 4, Shirley, down the left-hand side. Tries to cross it. Going to go out of bounds, and a goal kick for LeRoy. About 2 more weeks left of the regular season. Just last night, it was announced that sectionals going to be an open sectional tournament. So all of the classifications that you see on the websites for both boys and girls, those classifications are what's official. Goal kick played out now. It's Yardom now at the 18. She shoots off the outside of the post, rattled the post again. Great shot from 18. Had Biggins beat on that time, but it was off the outside of the post, just wide of the goal, out of bounds for a goal kick for LeRoy. Talking about sectionals, it is going to be an open tournament. What that means is that the classifications as they stand on the websites are the official classifications. The tournament will be pretty much as normal throughout all of sectionals. So Class B1, Class B2 is where the Rams, both boys and girls, both play in B2, and they will be taking on the same size schools in those areas through sectionals. What I don't know is how they're going to handle the teams that are playing with the mask and the teams playing without the mask, and how that's going to play out. So more to come on that. But as we said, it is an open tournament, and the classifications are official now on both websites. We've got a stoppage of play here. The official coming over and talking to the coach for LeRoy here on the sideline. Not quite sure what's going on here, but the official has decided just to take some time. They're talking it over, and don't know if he's injured. He's kind of shaking his legs here now to see what's going on here. Still talking. We'll try to figure out what's going on here with the official on the sideline here on the near side on the LeRoy bench. Just a reminder again, we've got a busy week of high school soccer. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll be on the air for all those games. It's the girls Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The boys, they're Tuesday and Saturday, both here at the Rock for the boys. The Monday and Friday, the girls will be home. On Wednesday, they travel up to Dansville. And we'll have all 5 of those matches for you right here on AM 1380, WABH, FM 100.3. And with that ball, the play is back in action. The Rams taking the ball down the sideline, did go out of bounds in their attacking end. It's going to be Chakowski looking for the throw-in. Comes down to the foot of Yardom. She's looking to turn, trying to get around the end line to cross. Tries to cross, comes right back to her. Getting it to her left foot now, turns back to the right, looking for space, gets it off to the near post, flicked Smith trying to get a back head on it, can't quite get there. Biggins does give up a rebound, able to pull it back in. Now she's looking to punt again, top of the box here, down the right-hand side, headed there by Burns. Burns heads it forward, trying to find Sturmo down the left-hand side, a little bit too far out in front, going to go out of bounds, and a throw-in for LeRoy. Again, not quite sure what the stoppage of play was for there, but we are back in play. The official's back on the field. He had stopped and talked to it looked like one of the coaches, maybe the assistant coach for LeRoy, but we are back in play. It's Yardom now on the far sideline trying to spring Dixon into the middle. Can't quite do it. Nice tackle there by Smith. She plays Yardom into the box. She's on the end of it. She's at the 6. Still another touch. She goes far post. Goal for Yardom. It's Smith to Yardom, the freshman connection again. And nope, we got a whistle blowing. Let's see. The official's coming out and trying to look to see. He's holding his hand up. Is it a goal for the Rams? Yes, it is. I didn't think there was any chance of an offsides there, but the official had come up, held his hand up, almost like he was going to call an offsides call. But it is the Rams. It's Yardom putting the Rams up by a score of 3-1. 15 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the second half. The Rams now lead 3-1 over the Oakton Knights. We talked about those freshmen early on. They've been all the scoring for the Rams tonight. It was Smith unassisted in the first goal of the game. It was Yardom scoring the second goal with an assist from Smith. And now 15 minutes to go in regulation, it's Yardom from Smith again. Smith with 2 assists and a goal. Yardom with 2 goals. And the Rams up 3-1 over LeRoy. Rams with a throw-in now on that far sideline. Smith trying to find some room to work here. Can't quite do it. Plays it off the foot of LeRoy player. It's Keister now up and over. Trapped down there by Rusak. Still and now cleared away by Rusak up to midfield. Burns trying to get rid of it. Keister runs through the ball, maintains possession, comes over to number 9. Michelle for LeRoy, cleared all the way out now by the Rams, up and over everyone, coming back to the foot of Biggins. She comes outside of her box, tries to get it out now to the foot of Burns right at midfield. She's got all kinds of room to run down the left-hand side. Plays the ball through again, a little bit too far out in front of Smith and into the hands of Biggins. That was a great ball played through by Smith here a minute ago. Sprung Yardom into the box. She was all by herself. All she had to do was slot it down below the feet of Biggins. She was able to do it, found the far post, and put the Rams up 3-1. That ball played out now. It was Enders and Bella Condodorio going for the ball. Condodorio came up with an arm a little bit too aggressive right at midfield, and the Rams going to have a direct kick now here at the midfield mark. It's going to be Rusak putting the ball back in play for the Rams. Smith making a run through the middle. Can't quite get it up and over. Headed out by Keister. Back to Bella Condodorio. Condodorio looking for Keister again. Burns and Dixon now double teaming. Condodorio playing it back. Smith keeps it in. She's trying to get past that defender. She does. She's got room here in the corner. One to beat on the end line. Ball cross in front, right into the hands of Biggins. A little bit too close to goal. Did a good job turning on it, getting an early ball in, but right into the hands of Biggins. That punt comes out over the head of Keister. Dixon now trying to play to the outside. Going to go out of bounds. Reagan Faulkner looking to check in. She stops the ball, but it's going to be a throw-in for LeRoy on this near sideline. Right at midfield, number 1, Emily Scott getting the throw in, going down the left-hand side, trying to get the foot of Megan Rinker. She does. Rinker plays it into the middle. Back to Rinker down the left-hand side, defended there by Enders. 9 versus 9. Enders comes away with it. Dixon plays the ball now up and over the sideline. It's going to be Yardom offside. Looked like a step offside as that ball came out. It looks like Rinker is still down here for LeRoy. She'd gone down with a push from Enders, and she's still on the ground. Play is stopped here about 13 minutes to go. The official's going across to talk it over. And again, it's Rinker on the ground. We got an injury on the field. We got a break in the action. We're going to send it back for another word from our sponsors back to the station. Hey.
What's that this side out here?
Welcome back here to the Turf Stadium here at Haverling. Ball played in up the offsides. Rinker was able to get off the field, but needed help from both coaches. Haviland looks to be a leg or a foot injury, and plays back in action now. It's LeRoy with an indirect kick off the offsides. They do now have possession in their attacking end. It's Keister on the right-hand side, tracked there by Burns. Keister gets away into the right-hand corner, trying to keep it on. She tries to cross it. It's going to go off the end line, out of bounds, and going to be a goal kick for the Rams. About 12 minutes to go here in regulations. It's the Rams up 3-1 over LeRoy Lockton Knights. Goal kick now by Rusak. Rams subbing off on the far sideline. It's Faulkner coming back into the game for Coach Ordway and the Rams. And Caden Sturmoil coming off the field for Coach Ordway. Rusak now set to take the goal kick. Just under 12 minutes to go. The Rams have had their chances here. I think 3 off the post, 1 off the crossbar, 2 off the side post. It's Yarden now at the midfield. She's 5 yards out in front. She's making a break into the box. She and Biggins, it's just her and Biggins. She slots it back of the goal again. That's a hat trick for Ella Yardem. What a run from 50 yards out. The ball went up and over. I think the defense of LeRoy kind of forgot about Ella Yardem and her speed. That ball was up and over. She had at least 5 yards on the last defender. Really no pressure on her from the back. Biggins really had no chance there as Yardem got into the box, got into about the 8-yard line, slotted it on the ground into the back of the net. Now the Rams up 4-1 here. 11 and a half minutes to go in regulation. Hat trick by Ella Yardem. She came in, their leading scorer. She's extending that. That's 14 now on the season for Ella. And the third of the day with the Rams now leading 4-1 over LeRoy. Ball comes down to Bella Condodorio. She gets around Creeley. She's into the box on the right-hand side. Going to let the ball go out of bounds. And looks to be a corner kick now. One's got a corner, one's got a goal. We'll see what the officials call it. The Rams setting up like it's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, however, all the LeRoy players are coming down. It is going to be a corner kick on that far sideline. So it was Bella Condodorio trying to get around Creeley. I think she tried to cross it, went off the foot of Creeley, off the end line, and now it's going to be Keister taking that corner kick on the far sideline. All the LeRoy players scurrying around about the 8-yard line. The ball into the box, in the center, headed up in the air by Creeley, up down to about the 18. A little bit of space now. Ball played up and over to the far post. Going to hop once, and it's going to be Wheeler pulling that ball in for the Rams. Nice header there out by Creeley. She didn't quite get it all the way out, about the 20-yard line. And ball was kept in by LeRoy, but no pace on it. Wheeler able to come up, grab that ball, and now she's punted it out. It's Creeley now looking for Faulkner down the left-hand side. Faulkner back to Dixon, back to Faulkner, trying to keep it in a little bit too far out in front and out of bounds for a throw-in for LeRoy. We're at the 10-minute mark, 10 minutes to go here in the second half. The Rams up by a score of 4-1 over LeRoy. Out of bounds again, this time a little bit deeper in the LeRoy attacking end. On that far sideline, LeRoy set to take the throw in on that far side. Rams a quick counter, as we saw, a ball up and over here for the fourth goal. It was Ella Yardem, as we said, about 5 yards out in front with the ball. Kept that pace, able to stay out in front, got into the box, just kept it on the ground, finding the back of the net past the goalkeeper, Carrie Biggins. Biggins has done a nice job all day long. We'll say keeping this game close for LeRoy. The Rams, as we said, a couple off the post. Biggins has come off her line multiple times to kind of thwart crosses that have come in that probably would have ended up on the foot of a Rams player. But Biggins came out big and pulled those balls in. But it's still the Rams up 4-1 over LeRoy here late in the game from the turf field in Haverling. Smith now maintaining possession out of the back, looking to play the ball through. It does hop once. It's Schakowsky now. She's got all sorts of room in front of her. She's about 20 yards out. She's now into the box. She's at the near post. She shoots near post. It's again the back of the net. This time it's Schakowsky. She stuffed that one past Biggins at the near post. And the Rams now 5-1, pouring it on. again, defensively, it looks like LeRoy trying to push up, trying to get back in this game, but they're leaving all sorts of space. That time it was Tchaikovsky from about 50 yards out. The ball was out in front of her. She took about 3 touches into the box. She got the shot off near post, and Meredith Tchaikovsky on the scoreboard for the Rams, making it 5-1 here. 8 minutes, 44 seconds to go in regulation. LeRoy now set to take the kickoff after that shot by Tchaikovsky, shot and goal by Tchaikovsky. Not sure who played that ball up. It might have been Smith again. Would have been an assist. It would have been at least her third of the day if that was her playing the ball through to Tchaikovsky. But again, youth again paying off for the Rams. Meredith Tchaikovsky, just a sophomore, finding the back of the net. So the freshmen and the sophomores really attacking well for the Rams today. And as we said, Biggins doing a nice job. A couple off the crossbar. It's 5-1 now, but certainly could be a little bit more than that with a little bit more luck on the Rams side to find the back of the net. But 5-1 here, 8 minutes to go in regulation. It is going to be a throw-in now on that far sideline for LeRoy. Ball comes in to Keister. It's Burns again doing a great job on Keister, not allowing her to turn. And the ball is going to go out of bounds on the far sideline. And the official's going to stop the clock. And Keister didn't like that call. Going to get a yellow card from the official. Burns was right on her back, forcing her, as she has all day long, making her go backwards. This time she went backwards, but she also went out of bounds. I think Keister may have thought that she was fouled a little bit. Must have said something that the official heard, and now is going to get a yellow card and be sent off for LeRoy. It is going to be a throw-in on the far sideline. No foul called. Keister's got to come off after the yellow card, and the Rams going to have the throw-in on that far sideline. Ella Yardom coming off as well for Coach Braden Ordway and the Rams. And number 3, Julian Ozinski, checking back in for the Rams. On the sideline, got Caden Taggart warming up as a goalkeeper too. We'll see if Coach Ordway gets her in here for the last few minutes of the matchup. Rams set to take the throw in on that far sideline. The official now coming back over, about ready to put play back in action. It is going to be a Rams throw right about midfield, and it is up and over everyone. It's Smith trying to go down the left-hand side. She knocks it over back to Ozinski. Ozinski trying to get it back to Smith, and LeRoy going to just play the ball out of bounds on the far sideline. Deep in the attacking end now for the Rams. They're going to have the throw on the far sideline coming in. Looks to be Ozinski over there, set to take the throw. Smith's there with her. Burns trying to check to the ball. Comes down to the foot of Smith. Smith looks to turn. She does. She's got a little bit of space. She's into the box now. It's on her right foot. She plays it far post, trying to bend it in. Couldn't quite bend it quite enough, and it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick for LeRoy. I think these last 2 goals, looks like LeRoy's a little bit deflated here. Not quite the energy they had, certainly in the first 70 minutes or so. And the Rams, with these last 2 goals, have really, I'll say, taken the steam and energy out of the LeRoy team here. The Rams keeping the pressure on. It is a goal kick for LeRoy coming out of their back. Header won by Burns right back into the box, and it's going to be to the foot of that last defender there. Defended by Ozinski, trying to keep it in. Played to the outside now, and it's too far out wide. It's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for the Rams. Going to be Riley Hode checking in for Coach Ordway and the Rams, replacing Meredith Tchaikovsky for the Haverling Rams. Throw-in here right in front of the Rams bench. It's going to be Enders coming up to take the throw-in, and just as we said, Caden Taggart now at the sideline looking to try to check in as a new goalkeeper for the Rams. It's going to be a throw-in for LeRoy here, and Taggart not able to check in for a LeRoy throw. Nope, now it is a Rams throw. They switched the call, and it is going to be Caden Taggart now, 6 minutes to go, checking in for the Rams in goal, giving Carly Wheeler a breather here. Done a nice job there by Wheeler, just giving up the 1 goal. Really couldn't do much about it. It was Keister off the direct and to the far post, and nothing Wheeler could do about the 1 goal that she did give up. Nice job in goal for Carly, and now handing it over to Taggart. Dixon getting on the end. She's got some space in front of her. Plays the ball up and over the goalkeeper to the far post. Looks like it was number 2 over there, Lauren House, trying to get on the end of it. Couldn't quite get there, out of bounds, and going to be a goal kick for LeRoy again. Nice ball there played by Dixon. She got around the defender on the touchline, played the ball over the head of Biggins, and House just couldn't get to it to knock that ball in at the far post. Header won there by House, back into the box. Right back to the defender, played the ball up and over, just time to the head of Dixon. She heads the ball square. It's going to go out of bounds here at midfield for a throw-in for LeRoy. About 5 minutes to go here in the second half. The Rams, 2 goals here late. They're ahead 5-1 over LeRoy. Enders now tracking back, trying to play that ball off the foot of the LeRoy player. She does, and it's going to win a throw-in for the Rams. Enders set to take the throw is number 7. They knocked that ball out of bounds. Angela Allen in for LeRoy. Now it's number 9, Michelle, coming through. It's going to be out of bounds again for the Rams as they are subbing on. It's going to be Abby Speece now checking into the game for Coach Ordway and the Rams. This ball to the foot of Riley Hode, and out of bounds off of Riley. Going to be a throw-in quick for LeRoy, up and over the head of Dixon into the box. It's number 10, Bryn Lucky, trying to get on the end of it. That's a name we haven't said much tonight. The Rams defense really shutting her down. She came in with 6 goals, as did Keister. But Bryn Lucky really not seeing much of the ball tonight at all. We have mentioned Keister's name quite a bit, but the Rams and number 18, Kelsey Thorpe, doing a great job on shutting down Bryn Lucky, their second leading scorer now for LeRoy. Rams trying to break through. That's Creeley trying to get through the last line of defense. Can't quite do it. And LeRoy now with possession on the far sideline at midfield, trying to get around Smith. She's not going to allow that. Ball does go out of bounds, though, and LeRoy going to take the throw at the far sideline at midfield. On the sideline, we've got number 20, Haley Garrett, set to check in for Coach Ordway and the Rams as well. As soon as the Rams get a throw in, it will be Garrett able to check in. That ball played up and over all the way into the attacking end for the Rams, all the way into the penalty box, and it's going to be Biggie coming off her line, picking that ball up and looking to punt now. That ball won by Burns, headed right back in and right back to Biggie again. Need a Rams attacker to stay up even with that line, so if they win that header, they can make that run through. This time it's going to be Smith heading the ball back in. This ball going back into the box again. The number 6, Dombro, allowing that ball, just shielding that ball back into the hands of Biggie. This punt won by Dixon. She plays the ball back in, comes down to the foot of Lauren House. House lays the ball back to Dixon. Dixon still got possession about 40 yards out. She's looking for options. Plays a through ball into Spees. Spees the top of the circle. Now it comes down to the foot of Smith. Smith turns, plays it to her left. Plays it back to Burns. Burns with a left-footed shot. Biggie with a nice save. Again, that patience. We talked about the patience of Smith earlier. That time she was trying to tee it up for herself. Finally, space opened up. Sydney Burns made a nice run through. She found the left foot of Burns. Burns got the shot off, but the shot was right at Biggie, and she was able to pull it in. Ball in the midfield now. It's LeRoy maintaining possession. Dixon trying to take the ball away on the far sideline. She does. She's still on the ball, looks to turn, looking to make a through ball to an attacker there. She's still playing the ball forward. Smith trying to get on the end of it. Can't quite do it. Now it's LeRoy with the ball. Number 1, it's Emily Scott up in the midfield now, loses the ball to Smith. Smith plays it back through to Burns. Burns has got a little bit of room. She plays the ball through to Spees into the box. It's Biggie coming up right at the edge of the box, playing the ball out of bounds with her foot. And it's going to be a Rams throw on the far sideline. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go here in the game. And the Rams still leading by a score of 5-1. Looks like they're going to advance on and improve their record to 6-1 on the season here. Just a minute to go. The Rams leading 5-1. Rams now subbing out Sydney Burns, Keegan Smith coming off, and Coach Ordway doing a nice job getting everybody into the game. Julie Stratton just checked in. Haley Garrett's just checked in. And the Rams now under a minute to go. They're still battling, trying to keep the ball in their attacking end. LeRoy maintaining possession, going down the right-hand side, lose the ball out of bounds. The Rams now with a throw-in on the far sideline. less than a minute to go. They're up 5-1, and they're going to advance to a record of 6-1, take command and control of Livingston County Division I. They have it in their control now. They are a half game ahead of Hornell. Hornell is now 3-1-1, I believe, in league play. The Rams advancing on to 6-1 after 5-1 in league play after tonight's game. And as we said, if they can win out, and they'll capture their Livingston County Division I title here in 2020. And that's going to do it. The horn goes off. The Rams advance 5-1 with a nice win over the LeRoy Lockton Knights. It was 2-1 at halftime. The Rams came up big with 3 more goals here in the second half, moving on to win by a score of 5-1 over LeRoy. We expected back and forth. We had that in the first half. The Rams really took control here in the second half. 3 goals in the second half to none for LeRoy, and they win 5-1. Advancing on their record to a record of 6-1, and that's 5-1 in league play, and that's a Rams victory here at the turf field at Haberling. With that, we're going to send it back to the station for our final words from our sponsors. We'll be back with a post-game wrap-up and today's player of the game.